Hello to your comic book readers out there. I'm Mike from Frontline here, and welcome everybody to my Duel comic review. Once again, apologies that these comic books are being reviewed late. These are a week late, actually. Due to the fact, you know, 'tis the season. It is December, where the holidays are coming in. Well, for my family, Christmas. And I will admit that for the past few days, like this past weekend, was a little bit rough. So, since things are swinging a little bit better now, I will try to get these to you guys on time. But once again, December and holidays, it's going to be a little bit crazy. But I will try my best. But anyway, getting into this video, in this Duel comic review, I'll be reviewing two comic books from two different comic companies. On this side, from Udon, we have Street Fighter vs. Darkstalkers, issue number 7. And on this side, we have from DC Comics of Rebirth, Green Arrow Annual, issue number 1. So let's start off with this Udon comic of Street Fighter vs. Darkstalkers, issue number 7. So things are getting really chaotic going on between the Street Fighters going against the Darkstalkers. And also from the last issue, we saw that Donovan transformed into a Darkstalker, and Anita, the little girl, had to sit back and watch. So now it is up to Ken and Zagat to take on Donovan, and everyone, I gotta show you artwork. The artwork in this comic book is drawn really amazing. I love the artwork that's drawn for this comic. And it's just, you know, like the book, Street Fighter vs. Darkstalkers, and they're just fighting each other. Also, Morgan's trying to, test the powers of Chung-Li, and Anita's trying to snap out Donovan from being a the Darkstalker. He's like saying, remember everything, and with that, because she has that power for him to remember, he turned back into being Donovan. And also thanks to I forgot what her name was, she revived Anita and all that. And it's just an all fight out thing, but what they didn't know is that the Kai is being absorbed, and Lord Gil is in the middle of it. And that's where Lord Jeddah comes in and says that, all your powers are going to that, my child already stirs of this, and everything is going to be destroyed thanks to your powers and everything, all be one and all will be at peace, and all the other villain stuff that they say. So now, looks like Street Fighter and Darkstalkers are going to be teaming up to go against Lord Jeddah, and that is to be concluded in the next comic. Now, you guys had to know, if there's going to be a versus comic, you know at the end they were going to team up. Even I knew that. I just didn't know what the situation would be because of that. Then the second story about the Arctic Circle, I didn't really care much about it. You know, it's just the second story of a Street Fighter going up against a Darkstalker, or, I mean, I guess. I didn't really care much about the second story. It was just basically bringing Lord Gil into himself. And there is a preview cover of the next issue of the final issue of Street Fighter vs. Darkstalker. There's the preview cover for issue number 8. And as always, SF versus DS. Have to give credit to the artists out there who draw, which I wish I could do, but you know, that's just me. And then there's the other things. Now, I am aware that this week of this book, the Street Fighters Reloaded came out, issue number 1. Oh, well, yeah, you can see it on the bottom. It's a mini-series, so I don't plan to review that on Comic Frontline. I mean, I do apologize for that, but, you know, there are lots of books coming out, and I don't want to, you know... And I think it's a weekly mini-series. But going into this comic book, this comic gets at least 4 out of 5 stars. Great artwork and a really awesome story, and the cliffhanger at the end really is getting me thinking what's going to happen in the final issue of Street Fighter vs. Darkstalkers. That I'm really looking forward to seeing, and that's going to be something I'll be definitely reading and reviewing right here on Comic Frontline. Now we go into DC Comics of Rebirth, Green Arrow Annual, issue number 1. And like I said, 'tis the season. It's December. Merry Christmas. Because that's what really this book is. Merry Christmassy. And it goes into like different stories. Like the first one is Oliver Queen and the event, and this is before the events of Green Arrow issue number 25, where it's Christmas and everything. And here's some artwork. Throughout the whole story, the artwork was really awesome. I was gonna say phenomenal, but then I said actually awesome, which is another word. So we're celebrating Christmas, and then out of the Christmas tree, there were bees and everything. And if you want to check out the Frontline Live gig thing we did with the tree house and the tree being in tree house, you gotta see that if you know what I'm talking about. Because I'm sure the guys know what I'm talking about. And so yeah, so then we go into where Oliver Queen goes back to his house, and then he sees his mother there, and with his dad in the background, she's like saying, no, your father just, I don't want to talk about it now, let's just get some air. And, well, there's Diggle, who shot her, that. And then it's just John Diggle who wakes up Merlin, about, for that. Oh, I'm sorry, Ollie, because I see the word Merlin. Then it goes into another story of Roy Harper, the Red Arrow, where he had his things about trying to be sober and being drunk and everything, and then he just changed his hair. Next story is Amiko Queen, where she's with Dick Grayson of Nightwing, and I didn't know they were a thing. But then Shadow came in and basically arrowed him in the back, so there went that. And as the issue continues, we get into the other story with Black Canary, and also Count Vertigo actually makes an appearance also. And I haven't seen Count Vertigo for a little while now. I remember reading him in Villains Month, and I don't think I saw him ever since then. I mean, if I'm wrong, I do apologize, because, there's like so much to remember. Who knows where they come and go these days. So yeah, so it's Count Vertigo that goes up against Black Canary, and they have a fight scene, and really epic fight scene. And Roy Harper, or Red Arrow, Green Arrow, and Amiko Queen, they come in to help save the whole thing going on there. And that's the end. So even the bad guys deserve a happy ending. Well, there you go. Merry Christmas. So it was a little bit weird, but I'll take it as a comic that I read. But for this comic book rating, I give between a 4 to 4.5 out of 5. Interesting story, great artwork, or amazing artwork I should say. And if you are in the spirits of keeping the Christmas spirit up like I am, this is a book for you. If not, then you won't. But it's up to you guys. But as for these two books, I would recommend them. So it's like an even stay, like nothing's good or bad. In my opinion, I think it's even. Your guys' opinion, leave in the comment section. But that'll be all for this. So thank you all for tuning into this dual comic review video of Street Fighter's Darkstalkers issue number 7 and Green Arrow Annual issue number 1. Before I go, do not forget to check out the source of ComicFrontline.com, ZoneForPodcast.com, and the YouTube game channel Frontline Gaming Zone. We are all, one source for comic and game-related news, reviews, and a whole bunch more. Click that subscribe button to Comic Frontline today, so it'll be in your subscription box. You won't miss out on any videos that we upload daily, or try to upload daily and being late at the same time. Because it happens, that's life. And in the comment section, if you would like to leave your opinions, they're always welcome. I respect your opinions about these books, or any questions or anything. Let me know in the comment section, and I'll get back to you guys as soon as I can as well. So all your comic book greets out there, Mike Confront saying take care, and as always, don't forget to keep watching. Later, everybody.